What's up, Earth2? This is Jonah Gabriel, the Earth2 Anthropologist, and I am excited to be bringing you an exclusive interview with Earth2 celebrity special guest. We'll get to that in a second. First, for my YouTube peeps, you know the drill. Smash the like button. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. It gets this video seen by more people. And then also to E2theBoss's Twitch streaming audience, I want to invite you to come on over to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe. I make high quality Earth2 content with an anthropological twist. That means, you know, a lot of people look at this game through analytical mindset or a numbers mindset or an investment mindset. My perspective lens is about the human aspect of it. Culture, how we organize, why we do the things that we do. And so come on over, hit subscribe on my YouTube channel. Hopefully one of the mods in the Discord will throw the link in the chat. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce to you our special guest, E2theBoss, number 2 on the leaderboard currently, the biggest Twitch following in the game as far as I understand, and the force behind the Liberian megacity Dubai 2.0. E2theBoss, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to actually have a nice conversation with you, and we can discuss about the future of Earth2 and the potential in the game. And I'm super glad that you reached out, and let's see what we can show the public, and hopefully more people join in to the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to express massive gratitude for the force of leadership that you're showing in the game. The game really needs people like you stepping up to the plate, showing everybody what this game can be, and your presence is making it all the more interesting. So I've got that massive appreciation for you for that. And I want to start our interview with a question that is maybe a little bit non-traditional. I want to know what your superpower is. So what is it about you that makes you uniquely you, that you do better than anybody else?
That's a great question. You kind of caught me off guard now. I have a great energy, and I think a lot. I shoot my emotion out there. So I think when people, all these people that tuned into my Discord server and on my Twitch, they like the emotions, the energy I dish out to them. Even if I haven't done a face reveal yet, I think just with my voice and the way I speak, I make people laugh. People are happy. You know, so I think that's a great thing I have, and I actually bring that emotion and that happiness into real life. So that's why I have a great network, and it's also great that everybody's tuning in, because I mean, maybe I think you're going to ask me some more personal questions. I might answer some maybe I won't. I'll keep to myself, just a bit too personal. I guess we'll see where this next 20-30 minutes leads out.
All right, well, that's a great segue, because my next question is about your professional background, sort of where you come from and how that perspective that you bring transfers into the game.
So my background, I'm in my early 30s now, and I was always a fanatic in real estate. So at a young age, I took some real estate classes. Obviously, took some time to generate some income, and you know, 10, 15 years down the line, I'm still here. I'm doing very well. Fortunate enough that I'm in Canada, so real estate in Canada has been booming for the past 3-4 years. So if you're in a hot market and you're good at it, well, it's obviously easy to make money, just like everyone who was trading stocks this year was making money. It was just a crazy year in the stock market and in the real estate world. And I kind of liked the aspect of the game that we can buy tiles, and it brought something interesting into my life, right? You're buying virtual real estate for Earth2, and there's also a marketplace where I guess is like trading stocks in the stock market, and it's looking bright. I put in some money into the game, and you know, so far I'm up I think 200 or 300%, and let's see what the future holds.
Yeah, beautiful. It makes sense that a game where we buy and sell virtual real estate would be attractive to a real world real estate agent. So I hope that more big real estate agents like yourself come into the space and bring the type of spending power that you've brought into the space with them. My next question for you is what's something about you that is not something that everybody who knows you knows about, and that certainly everyone who's tuned into your Twitch stream regularly, you haven't told them yet? I'm looking for something new that you can tell us about yourself or about your background or about your history that we're hearing for the first time on this video.
That's another great question, Jonas. I'll be honest with you. Before I joined into Earth2, I really never expected to hit this much popularity on Discord, and my Twitch is also picking up. So I'll be honest with you, straightforward. I might not sound shy when I talk to people, but I like to keep things to myself. I just always thought about quality over quantity, and that's how I see a lot of things, and that's how I see my circle also. So I have a few friends, and I consider them like family, and I don't like to just spread my wings everywhere and just start talking to millions of people. But I guess with the Discord channel and the Twitch, we're nearing 3,000 members in 3 weeks. It's cool. I have all these new internet friends. I guess it's hard to say, like, you're not my friend. I'm probably not friends with anybody yet, but we're getting to a stage where maybe we can be internet acquaintances. In life, it's good. It's good to limit the amount of friends you have, but it's good to have a lot of acquaintances, and that's how I see my life in general, and that's how I kind of like it like that. You don't need to have 1,000 friends. As the years go by, when you finish high school, you finish college, you lose. Every year you lose a couple of friends, right? Not in a bad way. Some of them get married, they have kids, they move on. Some people move for work. Some people you just stop talking to because you're doing something and they're doing the complete opposite. So yeah, I think to each their own in that aspect, but that's how I see my personal life. I am married, and a little quick thing. A lot of people know I'm married. My real name is Tony. Quite a few people know that already. I like to spend. My wife is Greek, so we spend quite a few months in Greece during the summer.
Sounds beautiful. Yeah, thanks for that window into your personal life a little bit. And just to reflect on some of the things that you were saying, there's an anthropological concept, and I forget whose theory this is, but they basically say that one individual can only maintain 150 meaningful friend relationships at a time. For some reason, that's the threshold of meaningful friend relationships that that an individual can maintain. And so it's interesting to think about in this digital age when we have things like 3,000 followers on Discord, and some people have millions of followers on Instagram and that sort of thing. It's like, yeah, those aren't really your friends, even though Facebook wants to say they're your friends. They're acquaintances, like you said. And so I like that distinction. Thank you. Now I want to get into the megacity. So you created a megacity in Liberia, and it's been massively popular and successful. I want to start this portion of our conversation by asking you, why did you choose Liberia? And then within Liberia, why did you choose Monrovia as the location of your megacity?
Honestly, it's a pretty. I'll give you a direct answer, and it's pretty easy. Anybody with half a brain would have thought about it. It was the only country that still had about 90,000 Class 1 tiles available, and I had a choice between Central Africa and Liberia. I weighed everything out, and I liked Liberia better because of its position. It's off the coast, so I'm in the water. So I know they were saying something about resources. We don't know to what extent it's going to be helpful, but I mean we're right across South America. We have North America on the other, right on top of us on the west side. I think it's a great location, but the main focus was Class 1 tiles. So I got into Liberia. There was about 10,000 tiles purchased, and we're hitting 275,000 tiles a week later. We're breaking records. We went from page 9 to page 2. We're breaking every single record we broke. Most tiles sold in 12 hours. Most tiles sold in 24 hours. Most tiles sold in a week. I think we're, apart from South Africa that has a little bit more tiles sold, we're the second biggest country in Africa for tiles sold. We're competing with Norway and these other top tier countries in Europe. So it's pretty awesome. I never thought we would have grown so fast, but I guess the community spoke, and my members and people that are not only my members, we can call it the competition, even bought. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. People are flipping their tiles for 3-4 times what they purchased for. Which is great. I'm very happy for them. You know, everybody can do whatever they desire with their tires. That's great. My main focus, depending what phase 2 is going to be, we're kind of doing a day-to-day strategy. The reason why I like Monrovia, it's like pretty much in the middle between all the two different countries on the north and the south. And I kind of wanted to expand the megacity all on the coast and then go all the way up from there. And I was expecting maybe 150 to 200,000 tiles for the megacity, where we're approaching 300,000 tiles. It's going crazy. I already expanded it to the right and to the left. In just a few minutes, if you allow me, I can show you a map of just how big the megacity really is.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I want to piggyback on some of the things that you said. In my research of Monrovia, what I found is that it's the chief Atlantic port of Liberia, so it's definitely a port city, which I think will be beneficial if in phase 2 we learn that there is shipping of resources as a thing. And then also its role as a city center of Liberia in Earth-1 is as a center of transportation and commerce. And it's also the educational center of Liberia. So these 3 things, transportation, commerce, education, that bodes well, I think, for the megacity that's now over top of it, because those 3 things I feel like play well with the way that this game is being set up. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now so that you can take over the screen sharing, and I'd love for you to share us.
Perfect. Let me know if you can see the picture.
Yep, I can see it.
So massive, just massive. A big thank you to every single person that owns a tile here or that owned a tile and sold it. I mean, you guys made money. I'm happy for you. You said an interesting point. So, you know, there's a big port. It's educational wise. I kind of do some research behind a lot of countries before I made my purchases. I would go on Google, and I think a lot of you on the stream already noticed. You know, I kind of Google, you know, tourist hot areas, their GDP of the country, and what kind of resources does the country import or export. And obviously, we can only speculate and kind of think out loud with everybody. But I mean, we don't know exactly where phase 2 is going to lead us, and then how exactly all this, is it going to be water? Is it going to be trees? Is it going to be oil, gold mines, or silver mines, or maybe diamond mines? Nobody really knows. They give us little hints. I know some people have some other theories. I have my own theories. I guess within the next few weeks, we're going to know exactly what's happening. And this is it, man. So I can show, I don't know if you can see my mouse or not when I'm moving around.
Yeah, we can see it.
So we can pretty much see where I started the city, right on top of the Monopoly Man.
Okay.
So this is pretty much the center of the mega city right here. And I'll go in my profile after, and I can show you a little more details of where the street goes. It's just so massive. So pretty much the city starts here. I made big roads all the way up to here. I make big roads on the East Coast also, and also on the West Coast. Let's continue on with the roads. I also did an extension from our port. Well, we have several ports. I did a whole road all the way here, down, all the way here. It's touching the palms. It's going all the way down here, all the way to the right, next to the gentleman that did the world map right here. And then we're going all the way up to the east side. And then I started another position in the east side. So we kind of have another city in the east that is linked to the downtown core, which is pretty awesome. And I did the same thing on the west side right here. I'm just waiting for the perfect time to just make a road to link it to the town center. It just went so viral so fast that it's hard for me to do exactly what I want to do. But the good thing about our members is that I needed some tiles to link the downtown road all the way to the east, and I just messaged the user right away. I bought his tiles. I did the same thing for the west side. So everybody's on board, and everybody is just, I guess they're pumped just like I'm pumped. Most of them are pumped financially. I'm pumped just because I already have, I have about 20,000 tiles in the megacity. I have another 140,000 tiles spread out throughout the world. So this is like my baby in I guess in the Earth2 gaming side. That we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I mean, why not? I got the idea from Nameless. He kind of pushed me into doing it, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just give it a try. So you know, I'm not closed-minded. Anybody who has any idea, and I see why he's pushing me there. I mean, let's go ahead and do it. You know.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was sort of my next question was, you know, you've said on stream before that you're like 90% investor, 10% gamer. And I think in following what you've been doing in the Earth2 space up until this point, I think that percentage breakdown has been accurate. But then this megacity, I feel like, represents a departure from that, where you've increased that percentage of gamer a bit as you're involved in this city building and really getting into the game side aspect of it. And so if you have any other reflections on that adjustment that happened for you that led to this city, I'd love to hear those reflections.
Well, yeah, like you said it well. 90% business, 10% gamer. So I have 20,000 tiles invested in the megacity. I have 165. We're touching 170. I think I'm going to be at about 200,000 tiles within 10 days. So it's exactly 10% what I put in the megacity. I still see the megacity as a financial opportunity for everybody that's here, because the first thing somebody's going to want to do if they're a first-time user into Earth2 is probably going to be, hey, let me go check out New York City. Let me go check out the Eiffel Tower. Let me go see the Coliseum. Once they join the game and actually go to New York City or to Rome or to Paris, they'll realize that, oh, hold on, the Eiffel Tower's not here anymore. Okay, so where's the hotspot? So the number one hotspot is going to be the mega city. No one is ever going to beat the mega city. One, we had a big push because there was a lot of class 1 tiles, so that helped. Number two, for somebody to do this now, it would just cost so much money buying into another country and starting a mega city at $1.50 or $2 a tile. We're talking about close to $1 million investment. And at the moment, I think the tile average price in the game is about $1.20. So I think it's never going to happen. No one's going to beat it. And if they come close, well, I'm just going to keep on buying. So I can guarantee that I have the real mega city, the one and only. Because the second I started the mega city, now we have about 10 other mega cities. So, you know, at the end of the day, you can't lie to people. It's the internet. And they can just see from them for themselves that, yeah, this is the real deal. So I'm happy. I'm super happy. And like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do this alone, you know? And for people who are asking, what's my plans? Well, my plans is just to grow the mega city, and we take it from there. There also is a financial side to the city. Anybody who has class 1 tiles and takes a look in the marketplace, they're going for at least 100% over market value. I've had some of my mods and members telling me that they bought for $20 and sold for 100 plus. The success of the mega city is there. I got what I wanted. I did a mega city, so I kind of have an insurance in case we need one in the game. I still have all my tiles, and everybody who owns tiles here can sell their tiles for top dollar, because this is quality. This is a brand. It's not a fake Gucci bag or a fake LV bag that you can just go pick up anywhere. This is going to be something special. To what extent? I can't answer that. No one can. We have to wait and see what Shane and the team is going to announce in the upcoming weeks. But I'm thinking the way that they're hiring new artists and then software, I guess, programmers or engineers, whatever you want to call them. I'm thinking that this is going to be the biggest, the coolest city in the virtual world by far. And I already have ideas from other members. Yesterday we were talking with a big company in South America that owns a music school, and ever since COVID hit, they're kind of doing their music classes through Zoom. So the guy just went and picked up a bunch of tiles because he wants to, I guess, promote his business there or implement some sort of virtual world school, which is a music school, which is pretty cool. I heard from one of your previous videos something about a city about education. Why not have it in the megacity? So a lot of these opportunities are going to come. When, we don't know, but at least we have the best position in the virtual world.
Yeah, awesome. Well, there's no way that I'm selling my tiles that I have in the megacity, that's for sure. I'm going to hold on to them and see what happens. When can we expect a high-quality concept art piece depicting the future megacity in all its glory?
I just don't know if it's the right time. It's a day. I've been in this for 23 days. It's a day-by-day game / investment / Earth2. Nobody really knows what Earth2 is really all about yet. We have some sort of idea, but I keep pushing it because that's the reality. We need to know what's going to happen for phase 2. And I'm not worried about if it's going to look ugly or not. I'm just worried about what are the rules going to be for building and pretty much what everybody's talking about. Can we build whatever we want, or we have to follow some rules? Is it okay if I only have 6 tiles, or do I need at least 20 tiles? There's a lot of questions that we need answers to, and I think within the next few weeks we're going to get a lot of those questions answered. So maybe we'll do another question and answer in the next few weeks when we get more news, and I'll update you on the Megacities plan.
All right, cool. And if you need a concept artist, I'm connected to some people who do some pretty epic concept art for Hollywood that could probably do the city justice. So let me know, and I can connect you with them if that is an interest of you.
I'm happy to hear that.
Cool. My next question is around governance. And, you have a mega city like this with thousands of users, everybody having their own ideas about what they're going to do with their tiles and what they're going to do with the space. And at some point, there's going to be the need for some type of governance structure. And so my curiosity is, A, are you the mayor of the mega city? And B, what type of governance structure do you imagine?
That's a great question. And again, I think it's way early stage to give a direct answer. But if I'm just thinking out loud with you, I would have to tell you that I do not want to be the mayor. I don't want to be the mayor of anything. I'm not a big fan of politics. I'm a big fan of everyone being happy and kind of like know your role in the community, know your role in my office, know your role in the business world. So a lot of things we're going to be voting. I like to vote things out. Like, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? Let's vote it out. I don't want to vote it, but I want an equal voting share, if I can call it. Or if I have 20,000 tiles and there's 300,000 tiles sold, there's 280,000 tiles. At the end of the day, I'm just going to be another tile owner in the megacity with a little edge because I'm running the show. I started it, and we have the Discord. But I mean, I'm going to listen to other members. Emmy Ranch has almost 10,000 tiles. My Macho Cheeto has 5,000 tiles. Turkey Gang, that whole gang has maybe 20,000 tiles. So it's going to be more of a tile voting system. So if somebody wants to do something really bad but only owns 10 tiles, we'll take that into consideration, but it might never happen. If the Turkey Gang that has 20,000 tiles wants something implemented, well, they have more voting power. I think you get the point where I'm getting. I don't want to be a president. I don't want to be a mayor because I don't know if I'm going to be here next year, and I don't know if I'm going to be here in 5 years. Nobody knows what the future holds. So let's take it day by day. Let's breathe. Let's not talk. Let's not talk too fast about the future, because I know from the real world, all the people that just blah, 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 they do a lot of blah, blah, but don't do a lot of action. So I'd rather do action, and then we can talk about it, you know? Let's seize the opportunity. Let's buy these tiles, and we'll figure out everything later.
No doubt. But I really do love the idea of like a tile equals a vote, and you get as many votes as tiles, or a vote that is proportional to your proportional tile holdings in the city. I think that's a pretty interesting model. And if you find that it works in this city, it might be a precedent that's set for governance models across Earth2, which I think is super fascinating. So something for us to note, and then watch what happens.
Exactly. Like I said, all this, we're just thinking out loud. Doesn't mean because I just spoke about this with you that that's the way it's going to be. Absolutely not. But I mean, we're just thinking out loud, and we're doing step by step, you know? Because it's just like in the real world. I'm really friendly with one of my neighbors, but I'm not friendly with my other neighbor. But at the end of the day, we still go to the same 7-Eleven or grocery stores. And I got that little comment from Nameless the other day.
All right, my next question is about how you see the megacity contributing to the lives and experiences of the residents of Monrovia, Liberia in Earth-1. Will there be some impact or influence that augmented reality or virtual reality city overlay will have on the real world residents of this city in Earth-1?
Wow, that's a great question. Honestly, who knows, right? All I can say is that anything that will be allowed from the developers to be built into the megacity will be there. You know, I got some comments. Is there going to be a Little Italy? Is there going to be a red light district? Absolutely, we're going to have these things. This is why it's a virtual world. The imagination is next level. What I really like about the way the next 10 years are going to evolve in society is endless possibilities. So we have Elon Musk. He's trying to go to Mars. We have, you know, all the EV plays are out there. The world is changing faster and faster every day. We're gonna evolve more in the next 10 years than we have in the previous 100,000 years. That's 100% sure. So I would really, really like to see in 10 years some sort of scenario like the Avatar movie, where we kind of have a council at home, like a bed where you just lie down and it sinks in your hand, and your nerves and your I guess your headset, you're kind of transported into the mega city or pretty much any other city in the virtual world. I think it's going to happen. Is it in 5 years? Is it in 10 years? Is it in 15 years? I don't know, but it's definitely going to happen. Just like we were seeing cell phones in the 1970s and the 80s and 90s, and now everybody has a cell phone on Star Trek. Same thing with this. It's just a matter of time. Things that we see in movies are going to come out in the real world. And I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. And that's why I'm financially invested in Earth2. Shane pulled it off. I think Shane is very smart. I think if someone can pull it off, it's definitely him. Now, even though I have a great feeling that he can pull it off, we still need all the users around the world, the more the merrier, to join and start buying some tiles.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that was what I was going to say is that vision that you shared of the virtual reality in the future, have no doubt that that's an inevitability, right? We've dreamed that in all of our science fiction, so it's likely coming in the future. The question is for us, who are early adopters of this game, is this going to be the platform that gets the wide adoption, and is this going to be the development team that actually can fulfill on that ambitious vision? And what I hear you saying is you believe in this team, and I believe in this team. I know other leaders in the game right now really believe in this team. So really excited for what the future holds. I'm going to take us off screen sharing, bring us back to this place, and I have just two more questions for you. One is, do you have any additional updates or secret guarded insights or tasty morsels of breaking news that you can disclose with us here for the first time, either about the city or about your role in the game?
All I can say is pretty much what most of the people that are active know. I was told, I think yesterday morning, that they're working on a better withdrawal and deposit method into the game. So basically, let's give them a few days to show us the new method, because a lot of people are complaining about withdrawals. We're also waiting for that phase 2 trailer. When is it coming out? I think they announced today it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks. I wasn't too sure. I read a message in the E2 official. And I think we need to give them time. About 10 days ago, the website was slowing down. Shane pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and he hired who he had to hire. He did what he had to do, and he fixed that problem. Their site is running beautiful. All the income tax is being paid daily. Beautiful. Withdrawing faster and depositing faster, they're getting on it within the next few days. It's going to be handled. They're making the website a lot nicer now, as they shut down the site for an hour some time ago. They hired this new designer, Ferron, who is top 10 in the world. So maybe Ferron looked at the video that they have right now and is like, wow, I don't like it. Let me work on it a bit. Secondly, when they release this new video, it's going to create another boom to the website. If it's going to create another boom and we're going to get 20,000 users a day for the next month, they need to be sure that they can pay the income taxes. They need to be sure that the website's going to run up to speed. We were the first phase and the second phase of users. When the next phase comes in, they're not going to be as patient at us. They're going to be like, hey, how come I'm having a problem withdrawing? How come I can't deposit faster? How come I can't buy tiles faster? What's going on with the income tax? They said every day. It's going mainstream. As it's going mainstream, we need to be able to accept all these customers coming into the door. I keep saying it on my stream. It's like 100 people are trying to go through one door. Shane needs to make a big door. So let the team do their thing. Let them have a few days to sleep and actually enjoy life and not just stress out over a game. I think when the time is right, they're going to release it, and there's going to be a huge boom in the game. And I think whoever owns tiles now, especially Class 1 and Class 2, should definitely be holding them, not selling them to double your money, because you're underselling yourself, my friends. And that's my honest opinion, and everybody's allowed their own opinion, like I always say.
Words of wisdom from the top of the leaderboard. My final question for you is, I heard you the other day on stream, you mentioned buying a house in Liberia and hosting a big party at some point in the future if this thing is a big success. My question is, what is the benchmark for that success that will trigger you actually doing that and going to Liberia and buying a house and hosting a big party? And if you had to predict how much time it would take you to get to that benchmark, what do you predict?
That's a great question. So you're listening to my streams, I think, or my voice calls on Discord. So look, first of all, I before the Liberia party, I said, when I cash out $1 million from the game, so the first $1 million I'll cash out for the game, I'll have a big party with a bunch of big members on our channel in Greece on an island, and I'll fly them out and we'll have a big party. And I guess if I reach the $5 million cash out, I'll probably buy a property in Liberia just for the fun of it. And I don't know if I'm going to have a party in Liberia with everybody, but we'll definitely have a party somewhere else more exclusive in the world. So I think I'm going to hit $1 million in my account within the next 60 days, like 53, 54 days to be exact. It doesn't necessarily mean that I can cash out $1 million, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I will cash out the $1 million. So it's definitely, I have a long-term play and a short-term play. You know, if I hit $1 million, maybe 1.1, maybe I'll be like, you know what? Maybe I'll pull out $70,000 what I kind of invested, and just let everything else kind of roll and just get the resource money and the income tax and just see where the game is headed. Or I might just say, you know what, who don't really care about 70 grand, just leave the game, leave the money there, and we'll see where this leads. I'll be honest with you, it's so far ahead. I don't know exactly when we'll be able to sell our tiles, because it's everything's changing and evolving so fast. So I don't know. You know, if this becomes the next big thing in 5 years, why would I want to sell any tiles in the virtual world? You know, why wouldn't I just keep it and then give it to my kids? You know, who knows, man? Who knows, Jonas? And I'm happy you gave me the opportunity to talk with you. And I'm happy all the people that are listening. Thank you so much for supporting E2theBoss community. And if you're in the community, well, I try to respond to everyone on the messages. I love everyone. And, play the game smart, and you will succeed.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much, E2theBoss, for being with me here today. Thank you to all your audience on your Twitch feed. I hope I see many of you in my YouTube channel. Go over there, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. You'll see lots of good content from me coming in the future. And for now, that's it. Anthropologist signing off. Thank you so much, E2theBoss. Peace.